Hello, everybody. Welcome to Out of the Cold. This is Critically Average Adventure and a Dungeons Dragons campaign that I'm playing with my friends, and these are my friends. Um,
Yay!
we are going to play some lovely 5e today, and we are going to do some things, and events will occur in a series of time, and people will roll dice to determine things what do happen. So where do we leave our party? Some people had gone back. Arden, Niala, had gone back um, to the Yak and were in the process of constructing various potions and concoctions. This all occurred in our downtime Discord. So Arden is currently brewing up some alchemist fire, and Niala is concocting a potion to summon a familiar. Sin, you were trying to find some information at the temple from the cleric that you met last time, Wraith, who told you that one of his assistants actually told you that he was too busy in the books to be disturbed, and he was doing your research as you previously asked him to do, and he'd asked to be lost in the books. Sin had also, in the downtime, taken the small crystal that Arden had found within the stump of Ed's arm, stolen it from Arden's pocket while they were bathing, taken it to a local blacksmithery, and was now getting it encased in a small necklace so that it could be worn around the neck without being in contact with the skin. And that was occurring, that was being made, and then Sim did return to the baths, and everybody had a jolly good bath and then went their separate ways. Now, Nanjala, being the curious tiefling that they are, was proceeding through the city of Kakanzax, trying to track down a tiefling that they had seen previously. They had, when they entered the city back in so many episodes ago, the festival atmosphere had been on, the stalls had been set up, and there was one stall with a pink-skinned tiefling that had no hair and curly horns, and they were trying to find that person, and yet had struggled to find that by rolling a natural one. Had managed to lose themselves in the city. Can we just have a quick update where you are before we move on with this? Where are you? Can you give me a update? Had you gone back to the Yak as well?
I was still in the bath. I
You were
thought,
still in the bath. You haven't moved out of the
yeah,
bath. You're really soaking and getting a proper, like, really deep soak. You did get quite covered in poo, so it probably
really
is a
just
good idea.
it's like pampering myself.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. Yeah. Yeah. Like you're like like spiking out the hair that comes out of your ears, like really getting it in all the right positions the way that you look. So, but we are going to start with Nan, wandering around some alleys, out towards the south of Southgate. I can actually drop your token where you roughly are, or did I already? I did already. Yeah, you are. Do you want to ping you? No, I can ping you. You're boy. You are in the circular housing section.
I sees me. I sees me.
Yeah, down there. And sorry, Rook, you are in the wrong place. I am sorry. So you're not in the bathhouse. You are. You're at the Yaks at the moment. So if you want to move your token, you can do. So you are wandering around some alleys, and this is quite obviously a functional area, but for housing. This is where people live. There is washing hanging between houses, and there are refuse piles and things like that. But it's not. There are no. It's not got the sheen that the rest of the sort of city has, where the fronts are all prepared and there are nicely painted signs. There are no signs here. This is just all kind of twisty alleyways that weave it back and forth and round on each other. You hear people talking and the smells of cooking and the shouts and screams of like kids running around in different parts of the place. It's urban, very tight knit, narrow alleyways, and you sometimes find yourself meeting up at this sort of central green area that you see in the centre, but then you kind of weave yourself back round into the houses. And you start walking down one of the streets, and the floor is really quite wet when snow has melted, and there are pools along the sort of the side of where you walk. The centre is raised on sort of rough cobble that is blended in with the mud, and beside you, every so often there is, like a pile of crates or some piles of refuge, maybe some like dung from some animals just kind of out the back, old chicken coops, that kind of stuff. And there are in the puddles, you notice your reflection is in the puddles quite clearly as you move, and you turn a corner and you find yourself at a dead end. There's no way through on this part where you've turned. But you walk to the end, and there is there's puddles beside you, and you notice something strange, like the puddle doesn't quite seem to move at the reflection in the puddle doesn't seem to move at the same time as you.
Can I can I look closer, and can I kind of see whether the...
Yeah, you can make me a perception if you like.
Okay. I'm trying to like very obviously see if there's a delay or something.
Yeah.
Puddle play.
You notice something about it already, just something unnatural that you're not used to.
19.
As you move your arms, and you see it kind of move a little bit behind, and then you also notice that where the puddle stops, the reflection doesn't stop. The reflection reaches all the way to where your feet are. So where there is no reflective surface, there is a reflection of your lower legs and feet and boots. Then it reaches to the puddle, and also then reaches outside the puddle. And as you put your hand outside the area of reflection where you should see your reflection, you see your hand move outside of the puddle, but again with that slight delay.
I pinch myself. Am I asleep? Am I dreaming?
You pinch yourself, and you frown as you pinch hard. The thing in the puddle smiles with your face.
But I feel the pinch. So
you feel your pinch. You feel your face grimace. Your face in the puddle grins.
Stab it.
I mean, this is weird.
Poke it with a stick.
It's hello. I'm in an alley by myself. I say hello to my reflection. Hello.
The mouth moves as if saying hello, but it's just at the same time as yours.
Anjala has gone insane.
She's that old. She aged that much that she's dementia. Sorry, for anyone that doesn't like that word. I don't.
Now you sound like the girl in Circurage.
Sorry, I don't know what to do. Can I poke the puddle with my toe? I kind of dip, and
you dip, and the puddle shimmers, and where you've moved slightly towards the puddle and the where your head would be reflected in the puddle at sort of on the ground, your head reflection now is on one of the walls, but there's no water. There's nothing to reflect, but there is a perfect reflection that's sort of, well, it's a shimmering reflection of exactly you.
Gateway.
I don't like this. It's creepy. I don't like magic. I'm gonna back away and see whether it follows me. I sort of walk backwards out of this alley. I don't think there's anyone else around, right? Is there?
Not in this bit of the alley. You can hear the distant sounds of people in the buildings. There's mostly the back of buildings.
Okay. Just gonna
Formed a kind of little cul-de-sac with just kind of refuse.
back away. Back away.
Yeah, the reflection glints out of the puddle, and you don't see it as you back away. It's glinted out of the puddle. You don't see it now.
Okay. So no, like I can't see like a reflection of me again outside of the puddle.
Not where you're looking.
Ah, okay. Okay. I'm gonna get somebody else that might understand this more. I don't actually know. I want to walk forward again and see whether the same thing happens again, and then back away again.
You walk forwards this time, but there is a murky pool that you get a rough reflection of yourself in.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, no, it's just regular now. That's pretty normal, right? It's sounds pretty normal to me. I'm gonna still back my way out of the alley, and then I'm gonna run back to the yak.
I mean, you lost, you don't know the way.
You begin to back out of the alley, and you feel behind you something pushing on you. As you back away from the reflection of you murky in the puddle, you feel a presence behind you.
You said push. Is it like a sense of?
You almost feel like you're coming up against something.
Okay, well, I turn around. That's
you turn, and there is the shimmering image of you, but now standing in the alleyway with you, not upon any surface. It's standing, two-dimensional, nearly, and as you turn, you can't see round it. It's like looking at yourself as if you were being illustrated on a scroll, but a moving illustration.
Oh, so it's not like shimmery anymore. It's sort of like
No, it still shimmers. It has that effect. It has no dimension. It has no drop to it. It has 3D.
Right.
So
okay.
You don't see any. You don't see any sort of depth to it.
Would you say it's ethereal in nature?
You might think it could be ethereal. I don't know.
If I step to the... I'm too freaked out. That's not very smart. Have you not twigged that yet?
Sounds like this could be a breach to like the ethereal plane or something like that. Like,
let my dumb person be dumb.
That could be as dumb as she likes. Seeing a ghost of herself.
I'm trying not to use the word dumb anymore. So I step to the side. Does it? Can I not?
It follows.
Oh. Okay. Can I sort of just Can I poke it? Does my hand go through it?
You reach out and try and touch it, and I'd like you to roll for initiative, please.
Oh no. Okay.
What did I say in downtime before this episode?
Well.
Hopefully
get-
you got your long rest, so
I don't think I did.
Have yet, other than
you didn't?
Good.
Oh, I leveled up, so my hit points did a weird thing. Well, I would have. So I'm at 30. For some reason, I'm at 37 hit points, but I should be at 44.
You can
So-
be. You can be. You're healed. Don't worry. Yeah,
Okay,
you've been resting. You've been recuperating. You've had a nice long rest with the bathing and stuff. So please, yeah, you can
Okay,
store any
cool.
spell slots, etc. And everybody else may do the same if
Okay.
they haven't already. So yeah, this thing when you touch it flinches back and takes an aggressive stance.
no.
It looks like it's going to attack you, a version of yourself, but in just 2 dimensions.
Okay.
Fight flag?
Can I? Are we in initiative order? Do I? Okay.
You are in first in initiative order because I rolled a natural 1.
Oh, alas. This feels very Ocarina of Time Water Temple. But you know, can I hold a dodge action to see if they come at me and I can get around them when they take their action? Is that
Yeah,
too
if
much?
you would like to, yeah. So they're gonna you're gonna hold dodge, yeah.
I'm going to hold dodge
Yeah.
if they sort of come at me and make enough space that I can get like by.
Okay. And okay, so yeah, you see the thing lunge at you, and total of 12.
To hit my 8. No, it doesn't hit. Our armor class is 14.
That's with the disadvantage provided by your dodge. So very well done. It swipes towards you, and it misses as you nimbly move out of the way
Okay.
of this creature. It does not have a bonus action, so it's back to you.
There's not enough space to get by.
You'd have to make some sort of dexterity check or acrobatics to try and get past this thing without an attack of opportunity. You're probably going to get one when you leave its range anyway, but even just to get past it.
Okay. Hang on 2 seconds. I haven't looked at this in a long time. Let me see if I can. We have.
if you took the dodge action and then ran away, would it have disadvantage on its opportunity of attack?
I wouldn't know.
Is that how it works?
Dodge gives any attack against it.
See, okay.
Yeah, because your movement could be, your action would have to be dodge.
Mhm.
And then if you used your movement to run
Movement
away,
to move past it. Yeah,
Does-
I guess that would play,
or
wouldn't
would
it?
the action be over once you run away? Like, I don't know how it works.
No, because you've got your move and you've got your action. So you can move and say, I hold dodge until it swipes its opportunity attack. You can hold
Okay.
dodge,
Yeah, yes.
couldn't you? And then continue.
So it would have
kind of
disadvantage on the
split
opportunity
turn.
attack.
Yeah, it would
wouldn't
have a disadvantage at your dodge.
So I was just checking a few things that can happen potentially. So I am going to, for my action, I'm going to hold a dodge again. But for my bonus action, I'm going to do the Wanderer's Blessing thing from my bow, which will give me a movement speed of 50 feet for 10 minutes. So I'm going to try and move past them, sort of, if they don't, I guess we'll figure out what happens.
I'd love like an acrobatics or an athletics. If you're gonna kind of ninja it, I want an acrobatics. If you're gonna try and pelt it, we want athletics.
I think what my dodge would be. I mean, first I will ask my bow for its blessing. Please, bow, give me. I need to get away from here. This is so weird. And I think,
you almost feel the tightening of the fabric of it, and that tightening is then sort of reciprocated in your calves and thighs, and you feel this extra spring in your step.
Angela's definitely gone insane.
She's
fighting herself and she's talking to her bow.
And then I think hold the dodge, but the dodge is likely to be like if they go for like if on the first swipe they swiped like high, I'm going to go for a roll, like a combat kind of roll underneath the swipe, and then kind of
acrobatics then, because that's quite
Okay.
So give us a roll on that and we'll see how well you get out of the way.
12. It's not too bad. It's not great.
So with its disadvantage on its roll, 16
to hit. Yes.
17. In fact, sorry, I can't do maths. Okay, so it reaches out and sort of, you make it past, but it does get that swing at you even with its disadvantage. Okay, so you take one. You take 7 necrotic as it swipes at you. And you feel some of that strength that your bow gave you seep from your body, and your strength score is reduced by 2.
Strength.
Yeah.
Permanent? Well, I don't know, but for now, okay.
Short long rest is the answer.
Okay, -2 STR. It hurt me, so I'm going to hellish rebuke it. I'm going to point my finger, give it some hellish rebuke.
You're some way past it with that. It kind of swiped you probably about 10 foot away. You managed to kind of and run past.
60 feet?
Yeah, you're definitely within range of hellish rebuke, but I'm telling you, you've made it some way past.
Right. Okay, cool.
If you decide to continue to run, you're not going to have another attack of it.
Oh, right. Thank you. Right, let's do some hellish rebuke.
Go for it.
Did that roll the right amount of things? Just let me double check. 3d10, yeah. 17 damage, fire damage.
What's it say? Is it going to make a saving throw?
Let me double check. Dex, yeah, save. Dex save of 11.
And it's fire, did you say?
Yeah, hang on, just 2 seconds. Let me, fire damage. Oh, the creature must make a dexterity saving. It takes 2d10 fire damage, or so for some reason I rolled
damage
3.
on a save and
yeah, it is. But for some reason, D&D Beyond rolled 3.
You cast it at first level, and
yeah, so it should be 2d10.
It's just a ratio. It might level up with you though. It might be one of those spells which increases as your level.
I think it's just a D&D Beyond error, to be honest.
It says you've cast it at its first level, but you cast it at second level, so it probably goes up by a d10.
Oh, okay.
If it's a racial ability, which I think Hellish Rebuke is, it might be one of those that it goes up a d10 once you hit 5th level.
Right. Oh yeah, I can do it at second level. Yeah, I'll do it at second level then.
Yeah, that's what it says you've cast it at on roleplay.
I clicked it from features, so I think not from actions or spells or anything. So cool.
So you did 17. It passed its throw. So it would be yeah. It shrugs off most of that. It doesn't look very hurt at all. But you see it shimmer slightly.
Okay.
And on its move, it moves towards you again. Moves up. It's
Okay.
within 5 feet.
Within 5 feet. Okay.
And
Is there still people around?
So you had 50. You had 50 foot of movement, didn't you? Because you did it with
Yeah.
the bow. So you've split your movement. You've done your attack. You've gone past it. You've done your action. You've done your reaction. You still have a bit of movement if you'd like to. Probably with a little bit of rolling, you've got another maybe 20 feet that you could try and outpace it if you wanted to.
This is before it gets within this 5 feet of me, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't really think about your remainder of your movement.
Yeah, I definitely want to go somewhere with friends or at least other people.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You run down towards the end of the alleyway, and out here you were in shade. The alleyway is the buildings are quite tall where you were, and you come out into some sunlight. And the creature follows up behind you as you move into the sunlight. You see it sort of wince at the sunlight, this reflection of you, and it swings at you, and somehow its own body kind of folds in on itself and sort of hits itself somehow. Does it roll a natural one? And it is going to have to roll on the fumble table. And so it got a 20. It just looks, it swings, misses, and just looks completely shaken up by this absolute failure of a swipe at you. Would you like to do anything now? It is up next to you again, so it is in your reel.
I really want some backup, because I don't quite know what's going on. But I can get away relatively fast, quite quickly. I
You would be
think.
considered engaged at the moment, but there is the option to disengage if you wish.
Oh, right. Oh, because they got up close to me. Right.
Yeah. Indeed.
Sorry, DM, did you say that when I tried to touch it, my hand went through, or did it hit something?
It was a slight resistance against it.
Slight resistance. Okay.
And that's when it, but it did feel like almost cool, like glass. When you touch it.
Okay. I don't like this thing, but and it's mean. But I'm not very good in close quarters. What is it attacking me with? A sword? Or?
It's his body. It seems to be just sort of swinging at you with its form. It's this two-dimensional thing. Like, it has the reflections of all the weapons that you have,
right?
But it doesn't seem to have those weapons. It just uses its body, its shape, its reflection of you to hit you.
pardon my newbiness, but like can you shoot a bow or do you get disadvantage when you shoot at really close quarters?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so. I think I'm gonna disengage and I'm gonna leg it and try and create some kind of distance. Maybe try and lose it a little bit if there is.
Do you still have disadvantage with sharpshooter at close range? I know sharpshooter is like incredible, so I don't know whether it's one of the things it affects or not.
Attacking at long range doesn't impose disadvantage.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And something about cover. It's not about close range. That's only if you just become proficient. You can choose to no.
Okay. So
yes, it's a very, very long range. It's like snipey.
Yeah.
Is there any way I can get up? So is there any way that I can have it movement to have it potentially lose sight of me and then maybe get up on a roof? Is there anything that I can climb?
That sounds like a really good idea. So yeah, as I described, it's very like weaving narrow type alleyways. You can roll me we're going to go for that sort of survival again to see if you can find your way back out of this maze. See if you can find somewhere that'd be advantageous to be running at full. Are you use your action disengage? Movement would be then 50 feet because you've got your bow. So please make me a roll of a survival, please, to see if you can seek out the high ground here.
60.
You leave. You turn right. You see a stack of crates that are around the corner, and that is at the edge of your movement speed. You could climb up on these boxes. That'll be at the end of your 50 feet of movement.
Yeah, I want to start getting high and up on roofs, and then maybe even start trying to stealth.
Cool. This thing, you hear its sort of what would be its feet like tapping against the ground coming up behind you, and it runs at you, and it's right up in your face again, up on top of the crates.
Okay.
It can't take an action.
Okay, so it like dashed, right?
Yeah,
makes sense. What can I do? I don't know. What I want to do is, I don't know what combination of things I might be able to do with this. Is what I want to try and do is get, maybe it's a disengage so that I don't get an attack of opportunity, but I kind of want to kick the boxes out from under me and kind of get up on the roof so that there's not really a way that they can get up, but I kind of feel like that would be an action.
I could say that would be your interact with an object, so that would be a free thing to do. So, but I would like a strength check to see if you have the ability to kind of, or strength or athletics to sort of, as you jump, kick the boxes out from underneath you and then haul yourself up onto the roof of the building beside you.
Okie dokie.
Remember, you've gone down in 2 strength points, so I don't know how your plus looks.
Well, I got a +1 to strength, so I guess it would be then just it would be a -1 to whatever I roll, right? So
yeah, it might be just nothing.
Yeah.
If your overall number isn't below 10, if it's 10 or 11, it's just 0.
Yeah. So what's your overall strength with your minus that you just lost?
Sorry.
Your strength. Yeah.
Strength is 12 + 1.
Your strength score is 12. You've got knocked down by 2, so you're 10.
2,
so
10.
Plus 0 at the moment.
Okay, cool.
When you make a check.
Okay.
Thanks,
So if I
George.
So if I click that, let's see what happens, and then we'll figure out the math.
You just take your roll and just don't add anything to it
Oh, okay.
because it's going to
You
add
sure?
your strength modifier.
It
What
is,
was your
yeah.
original strength
Just a
score? Have
straight
you actually?
D20.
Sorry, have you? What was your original strength score? That you
My
had in
original.
your-
Sorry, my original strength score is 12.
Yeah, okay. So it took you down to 10 as your strength score, which means you just don't have a modifier at the moment.
Right.
So
Okay.
just a D20 result, please. Which was a we lost it.
So that would be 14.
Or
Yeah,
14.
I think that's 14.
You kick the boxes and they begin to topple, but you don't have quite enough momentum to get up on the roof, and you kind of start falling backward, but it falls at the same time. Can you make an acrobatics check to see if you can land in a non-painful manner off the top of these boxes, please?
Sure. I land badly. It's a 1.
Oh, okay, you take 7 bludgeoning damage as the boxes and fall on top of you, but it also gets mullered by the boxes also. This time you see cracks appear on the reflection.
Mm-hmm.
It is and you are prone, and it is prone. Oh no, actually I need to make a dex save. It is prone.
Okay.
So you kind of kick away, the boxes collapse.
Yeah.
You both fall either direction. You're probably about 20 feet away from each other on the ground, prone. It
Okay.
uses as an action to get up, and then it moves towards you. It's up at you again, but it's used its action, and it's not got a bonus action. So you're on the ground. What would you like to do? It's a
Okay.
reflection of yourself standing over you with cracks running down it.
I'm going to. I have a short sword. I'm going to make sure that I'm holding it. But we haven't really talked much about this, DM, but can I call, how do I call, can I call Ketu? Is he my companion?
You could see if you can call Ketu, yeah.
I want somebody else here with me. I don't want to be alone.
We discussed how we'd run that, didn't we? So we're going to say bonus action to shout a command. I think we said we were going to do it that way. That your bonus action could shout a command,
so.
and then that command can be attack or something like that. So
yeah. So I mean, for the purposes of people's eardrums, I'm going to say it, but I shout it. I'm going to shout, Ketu, help! See what happens.
You hear a skittery, scraping sound from round the alleyways, and nearly running up on the wall as it with great speed, but with like a chicken bone or something hanging out the side of its mouth. Is Ketu, like kind of springs off the wall up over the crates. What do you say? What's your command? What do you want Ketu to do?
Pin it.
Okay,
Pin.
so pin. Yeah, okay, lovely. So have you got a fox stat block? Did I send you a fox?
No, I don't have any Ketu stats.
Okay.
Although I know that they exist, like if we're talking just like the regs monster manual.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get it out of the monster manual. I've got a weird one here. I just did a quick Google and it came up with a weird one. Obviously,
Moment of truth, we find out whether he's fey or not.
I love like how food orientated Ketu is. It's awesome.
He's just hungry.
Yeah.
Come on.
Gravy, gravy, gravy.
I think we had a fox in our garden the other night as well, which is fun. We saw some tracks.
Oh.
Oh.
You have cooler animals than me because we have hedgehog.
Oh, hedgehogs are nice though.
Oh,
Not a very good beast
They're
companion.
eating our
For some reason,
plants. We are
foxes in
trying to
ice cream
grow
diet and they don't
some
have it.
plants for us, and they're eating it.
I
My
think
dad
an
is
ice
pissed
frog would
off.
be a good companion. Could you imagine throwing that at somebody? Piercing damage.
No.
Sonic spin.
Okay. Okay. I'm trying to find this.
There you go,
stat
Pete,
block.
in the Zoom chat.
In the Zoom chat. Thank you. Is that on Icewind Dale? Oh, no. Okay. Which one did I find? Did I find the right one?
Yeah.
What did I find
The official one is in Icewind Dale.
Yeah. Okay. I did find a different one. Okay. So yeah, it's that one then, Ariel.
Okay, cool.
So it'll be a strength versus strength, please.
Oh, so I roll. Well, no, I don't. It's
yeah,
a
you roll.
DC9.
No, yeah, you roll. I'm going to say roll a d20 and -1 for
Ah.
Keto's strength.
Okay.
I think you were going to do it unless you roll as bad as this thing has.
Well, we'll see. It's 7.
Yeah, you still beat my terrible roll. So,
Okay.
I got a 3 and it has a -2. So yeah, not good. Yeah, Ketu leaps, chicken bone still in gob, bounces off the crate, lands on top of this 2D reflection. It crashes down to the ground. Keto is above it, drooling chicken grease upon the reflection of yourself. It's going to take an action and trying to disengage itself. So it's going to make a strength again. So could you roll a strength, please?
For
Ketu.
Ketu. So another. Come on, Ketu. No. It's 3.
Okay. Ketu is promptly shoved away, and the creature stands up. That's its action and bonus action. It stood up.
Okay.
That's it. Both you and Ketu are in range. You are still prone. It's your turn.
Did I? Oh, so I didn't get up when on my turn. I just.
It's up to you. Did you get up? You didn't say you got up, but you can.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you can bonus action through Ketu and then.
Getting up would cost half your movement.
Yeah.
Or it's an action sometimes,
Well,
right?
you can do it as an action. Yeah. I sometimes use it as action.
Yeah. So I think I would have. Well, either would have gotten up first and then asked Ketu for help, or as Ketu was doing a marvelous job.
I think it would be kind of Ketu leaps and you kind of get up to a crouch behind as Ketu kind of leaps from behind you and like pins this thing down. The creature kind of rises up, throws Ketu to the side, but Ketu's like back on all fours, like growling, dribbling chicken grease.
Okay, cool.
Don't eat the fox.
So is it back? So it's back to my turn.
It's your turn. You use your action to stand.
Right. Sorry.
You've got your bonus action to do something.
But I'm too close. I'm too close for that.
Your bonus action can come on Ketu to do something. Remember.
Yeah, true. Let's see. What can Ketu do? Yeah, I reckon Ketu dinner by snack time.
So roll a d20 and add a Ketu's attack bonus.
Keep forgetting I'm a Beastmaster Ranger. Isn't that the thing? Okay, so d20.
D20 plus 2.
15. Does 15
it hits with a bite of 15.
Bite, melee, weapon attack. Oh, okay, yeah. To hit 1d4 plus 1.
Whatever it is. 1d4 plus 1.
2. He bites for 2. It's a good bite.
Okay. The Ketu's teeth hit the surface of this thing and seem to kind of like nails on a chalkboard type thing as it slides its teeth across. The creature is looking pretty miserable. Its going to move forwards and try and attack you again. But rolls a 14.
14 is my armor class, so hits.
You take 7 necrotic.
Good grief.
And your strength is reduced by another 3.
Gosh, it's not good.
Get out of there.
Like run. Well, it's looking bad. I don't know whether I don't want Ketu to. I don't want to leave Ketu.
Make a wisdom check. Just straight up wisdom for me.
Okay. Nan just doesn't roll very well ever. 8.
No.
I know, she's terrible.
Have you rolled anything over a 10 so far?
She honestly, she is a really bad roller. Like, I very rarely get like in the above 15s for some reason. She's cursed.
It's D&D Beyond, not you.
It's cool. I like
so nothing. 8.
No, sorry, no.
Nothing.
What might be damaging it.
Okay, cool. Well, I think Ketu's going to get hurt if I leave him, so I'm gonna attack this thing with my short sword because it's still up close, right?
Yes, yeah. You're up in your grill. It's tried to go for you. It went for you. You now attack.
Okay.
But you've got now because you're going to have a minus to your roll. Unless you do, is your short sword a finesse?
Yeah, it's a finesse.
Yeah. Okay. So you can use your dex modifier to your plus. So roll your d20.
It's not good. It's 8.
No. You don't hit it.
That roll was I just saw it pop up.
She's not a good roller.
You're having a terrible.
Ketu is engaged.
Oh, do I get flanking advantage?
Yes, you get an advantage on it.
So I'll click it again. Maybe it'll. I mean, 16 is better. It's over 15.
Yeah. We're there.
I mean, I'm just looking at the history of your roles, and it's just not good.
I've accepted it by now. I've absolutely accepted. Like this, it happens on my other games as well. I'm not a good roller. The rogue was the one that can roll. Okay, so I'm gonna do damage. It's 1d6 plus 3, so 6. I hit for 6.
Okay. This thing is looking really.
So I bonus actioned with Ketu. I actioned with an attack.
No, it tried to attack you.
Okay.
It got up. It tried to attack you. You lost another 3. Then it was your turn. Yeah. You attacked it. You have a bonus action this turn with a Ketu.
Okay, cool. Okay, there's hang on a minute. Let me look at Ketu's hit points and see whether I should be worried. Oh no, I should be worried. I can now. It's new. My bonus action, I can cast a healing spell. So I might do that.
It
is my last 2nd level slot. And let me just, I've only read it once, sorry. I hate to do this. It's concentration, nature spirit, 5-foot cube within range. Spirit looks like a transparent beast or fae. Until the spin ends only. You can cause the spirit to restore 1d6. Creature you moves into the space. Okay, so can heal constructs or undead.
So that means you could call a certain Cheshire.
Maybe. I think it's going to just be more foxes. Sorry, Celia. They can be stripy like a Cheshire. maybe. So okay, I'm gonna. So I think, and this.
You can summon it on your space, I think.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna
on
do
your-
that.
Yeah.
And I think it stays until my concentration breaks for up to a minute, and it restores 1d6 to the creature within the space.
Cool. So around you appears an ethereal, shimmering form of a striped fox, if you want it to be a Cheshire cat-styled fox.
I think they're I think they're mini ketus. They're like tiny little floaty.
Like swimming
ketus.
ketus that can move.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Like almost like a whirlwind of ketus that move around.
Yeah, very cartoony maybe as well. Like a sort of, but they're kind of swimming in the air. So yeah,
They're doggy paddling around you, and they heal you from 1d6.
It's pretty. It's all right. I can heal myself. Okay, I roll good on the heals apparently.
I mean, we've all just had a nice relaxing bath, wandered back to the pub. We're all sitting there doing our thing, and Nan's gonna wander in.
I went looking.
I mean, in fairness,
15 hits.
I've not gone back to the pub yet. I could fully just be like, oh shit, Nan's in trouble.
6.
Hits for 6.
No,
Damage.
6. Yeah, 6 points, and your strength goes down by another 4.
What happens if I?
You
have-
die.
You hit 0, you die.
Really? I didn't know
Yes.
that. I had no idea. Okay. I guess I'm gonna die. That's fine.
You still got some points, haven't you?
Let me see.
You've got strength
4,
still.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm at 1. Like, wait, hang on.
No, you got 12, minus 2,
yeah.
minus 3, minus 4.
3.
Yeah.
You got 3.
Can't
it
take
seems-
another hit like that.
I mean, it's closing distance on me when I try and run, so it's not really.
But you've got a run.
Let me
speed of
check my
50 feet.
spells.
If you
Let
use
me
your
check my
action to dash,
spells.
You can get away.
I think I
But
have in my spell book something.
three.
Public, will it?
Sorry, there's too many voices. Sorry.
So 3 strength is what you're on. So you're
Yeah.
alive.
Okay.
This thing is pretty shattered, though. You think it's on its last space.
Okay, in my spell book, I have remove curse. That's a good thing to know.
Okay. Well, I mean, I feel pretty crap, but again, if I think Ketu's going to get hurt, I'm not going to run. I'm sorry, guys. You maybe get.
Go
you
for
can
it.
meet
So
in.
both of you have advantage because you're flanking.
Okay, so I'm going to attack with my action, and then bonus action. Ketu can. Okay. Just don't fuck it. Wait, sorry, let me roll twice and see which is. Oh, okay, the higher one is 22. It hits.
Yes, that is a very mighty hit.
7 damage for me.
At this last blow with the last bit of your
Luke,
remaining from your body, barely
Alex.
able to lift the sword, you actually use the weight of the sword to come down upon the thing, and it shatters into pieces onto the floor. And it is no more.
Go back.
Please tell me you realise how close you were to death there.
I honestly, that's a thing that I don't know, that when you lose a stat, it all
If
that
the
way.
stat
So.
goes to 0, it can kill you.
Anything that is a physical one is to 0, normally is death. If it's a mental one, wisdom, intelligence, you're basically just like
Vegetable.
like catatonic, or like you can't function. You're just basically like comatose. Yeah, like normally with wisdom brain.
You
stuff
can
like that.
comatose over a 0 in charisma. Oh
I don't
boy.
know charisma though. You probably just start. I don't know, doing weird stuff. Don't you got to lose your charisma? You just like, I don't know, just start
Drooling.
It would probably be you can't speak.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Feeble mind.
hug Ketu. And
Ketu
Thank you.
runs as you crouch and laps at your face like with his little greasy chicken tongue.
and the salty tears mixed with the grease from the chicken. Ketu, let's get back. This is weird. We need to ask somebody whether they've seen this before. Let's go.
Ketu leads the way this time. Ketu knowing
Good.
instinctively where to go, and you're led back to the yak. Everyone that's inside the yak. Maruk, are you making your way back there?
Yeah, I'll wander in just after Nan gets there.
Okay. The door opens and you see everyone that's in the yak. And Nan walking in looking battered, bruised, scared, with a greasy Ketu, which is not unfamiliar to you. But Nan looks quite severely shaken. Like the armor, the weight of the everything seems so heavy upon Nan.
Just fall to the ground because it's heavy and I've got 3 strength.
Probably don't have enough strength to carry all your gear.
I was probably encumbered. Oh, probably.
You drag items of what you have with you back, and you kind of stumbled along the street like a 3 a.m. drunk, and made your way to the yak. What do you guys do? You see Nan stumble in, looking absolutely shattered.
I wouldn't be reacting because I would still be concentrating
You're
on
probably back
my
at the back in the
summon.
kitchen, in fact, looking into your cauldron, trying to summon your familiar. Arden, Sin, you.
My brazier.
Yeah.
Brazier.
Brazier.
Yeah. Arden, what do you do?
I'm at the back in the stairwell.
Oh, you're in the yard. Yeah. So, Sin, are you the only one in the bar?
Sin's the only one.
Sin's the only one in the bar. You see a Nan stumbling. Sorry.
All right.
So there was a thing, a weird thing. It was like a me, but not me. It hurt me. It attacked me. What the? If you.
You see her take a long sip from her drink. I just love her explanations. I just love her expression. You got me. Oh, you got lucky. Cause there's a chance I wasn't gonna heal you.
Oh, I'm not too like her, but it's weird.
So wait.
How can you heal that?
So you're healthy, but just really weak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Only thing I got is cure wound because lesser restoration is gonna work with that. I'm gonna just pat her on the head and cast cure wounds at 2nd level.
So painful for you. So, oh.
What is that? 2d8? That's 1, 7, 8, 8 plus 12. 12 points.
I mean, I'll take it. Sin, have you ever seen it was like I think it was like, I don't know a lot about magic or whatever, but like it was like a copy of me. But it was like sort of shimmery, and there was no like it wasn't like a person or anything like that, or it wasn't an illusion because I could hit it and it shattered. Did you say, Pete? It shattered when we stopped it, but I did. Have you ever seen anything like that before? What?
Sin can make a history, a nature or a history.
Nature or history? That's both intelligence.
Yeah, and you can make the nature. You could probably make with. I'm going to lower the DC on the nature. actually. So nature is going to be a better option.
All right. That's pretty good. 16.
You think this could be something that you have heard of that exists as part of the Fae? With your
Wait. Oh, because I was looking at face the other day because of the mini adventure.
When you finish with your bra, you can come and join the conversation.
I'm not
you
finished.
are at the back. You were at the back. So
So I know that's a type of thing.
you know it is definitely a Fae, and you think it could be quite a nasty Fae from your recollection in terms of its alignment.
Wait, I know it's a what?
You know it could be a nasty kind of Fae, like you think it might be evil.
Oh, I like. Is she barely able to walk?
She's stumbling. Everything like from your hand, Nan. Your sword, your fingers are no longer able to hold it. They were kind of locked in almost like a rictus grip, and your fingers go limp and they drop to the floor. And everything. You maybe even kind of want to kind of sit. You feel very tired. You feel like you need to sleep. You feel like this would maybe help you.
I need to rest. I'm gonna just on
I'm
the
gonna
floor.
help her. Help / drag her to like a room.
Yeah.
And say what you are talking about is evil type of Fae. I'm not sure what exactly it is, but I could tell you that much.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So you are now nestled down in your little broom cupboard. Ketu curls beside you in the sort of your big spoon, Ketu's little spoon, and Sin lay them down. We'll go to Niala. How's your potion going?
It's actually not a potion, it's a summon. So you just burn the component in the brazier.
And then you want to tell us
And
what?
I have to wait 10 minutes and an hour because it's actually a ritual.
Okay. That would have passed in the time that we have been doing it. So do you want to describe how your familiar appears to you?
Okay, so Yala would be eyes closed and very concentrating on the summon, maybe muttering something that doesn't make sense for some. And the fire would start flickering as the flame died from the burning of the components that would be almost dead. And there's a fire that just burst from out of nowhere and start dancing in the air in all the kitchen like fireflies that fireflies that would be bouncing in the air like taking some step and jumping from a place and another until the flame are just going to reduce to see a white form still doing the jump in the air.
Yeah.
And probably trying to find somewhere to land and to face the one that summons him.
Yeah. So that shape coalesces, hops onto a small edge of one of the counters, shakes and fluffs feathers and stretches, puts out paws, and blinks two great big eyes at you.
Yella would open an eyes, look around, and search for a familiar, but she's not searching verbally. She's searching with a telepathic link. And-
You see that on the side, and it nods and tilts its head. And you can now speak to this thing that appears to be half owl and half of a kitten, cat type formation type thing. It perches on the edge of the counter. When it's comfortable that you've kind of greeted it in the room, it begins to just clean itself, pause, roll its head, but then also turns its head backwards and preens at its feathers like an owl.
Well, you're quite a cute one, aren't you?
It hops, flies, lands on your shoulder. Once it's done its thing, you have summoned a familiar.
Let's go see the other. I'm pretty sure Sinu is going to love you.
You would have walked past Nyala concocting this this experiment in the kitchen, Sin, as you led Nanyala to the back room.
Just a quick question.
Yeah.
So if I cast Conjure Animals, that's basically a Fae turn into an animal. Would I be able, and I speak with animals, would I be able to have a conversation with them?
No, because it's not. It's a Fae spirit in an animal form, isn't it? I think.
Well, you can choose between a Fae, a Fiend, and a Celestial.
Yeah.
For me, it says Fae. So, like, if I say a parrot,
Yeah.
would I be able to speak with
them? A parrot would be able to utter simple phrases that would be learnt from it, but you'd be speaking with a Fae spirit. So you'd maybe have to do something like.
Because I have the spell Conjure Fae, but I need a 300 gold piece flower on where I'm gonna get that.
Yeah.
I'm going to post a photo in general in Discord, so you can see my baby.
As you, Arden, how's your experiment going? You are conjuring fire in the back there. You rolled pretty high. You now consider that you have made one flask of alchemist fire. So how do you say it? Is it a long rest? Is it or short
it
rest
takes
time?
a long rest to make it, yes, but I only have to be.
You're about halfway through that, but you don't have to tend it. It seems to be boiling away, doing pretty good. Would you like to take any actions, move anywhere within the place while that's finishing off its being fixed?
Yep. So I've literally just popped my head in the back to check on it, just to see if it's okay, and then everything's fine. Isn't burning down the place.
No.
Beakers are okay. I collect the 200 foot of hempen rope that I got for Nan, and the herbs for her potion making.
Yeah.
And I make my way into the bar area.
Yeah, in the bar area you see just the regular crowd. The Sim, you were kind of leading Nan to the room at the back, so it's up to you where you want to be now. Nyala's walking out into the bar, and you see Nyala with a small creature upon their shoulder.
Well, that's new.
Isn't it cute? I present to you my new familiar.
Okay.
It kind of like a cat, but also an owl. So, an owl cat?
I didn't know they existed.
Neither did I. Come on, it's so cute.
So how is... Sorry. Where? How? When?
Actually, we wizard have an ability to cast a spell, well, ritual it, to find a familiar to help us. this familiar is like an extent of ourselves, meaning that if I go sit in a corner and close my eyes and share a link with my familiar, I can see through his eyes.
Okay, well, I'm not cleaning up after it. And you do realize this means now that the next thing Sin sees, I'm going to have to let her keep.
I'm okay with it.
Everybody's getting a pet. Right.
It's not a pet. And I can talk to... I'm sorry,
Right,
are you a she or he?
an extension of yourself. Right. But
It's up to you. You kind of summon it. You can gender it if there's a
Yeah.
presume.
certainly
show.
gender fluid anyway, so
Yeah.
So
And it's Fae, which would kind of more fit with the Fae sort of
be
you know,
whatever it wants to be.
yeah.
So-
Rook, you are kind of proceeding your way back from the baths. You are feeling fresh. You are walking with a head high. You are striding most boldly through the squares and alleyways that lead back, and you are getting like nods as people walk by, and then some of them are like lifting up these little clay cups and like saluting you with Rook Brew written on the side of them.
Why am I just picturing the scene in Spider-Man 3 where Peter Parker's just like dancing to the tune in his own head, just like I don't know why, but that's the first thing that springs to mind.
See, I'm just picturing Kanye West. Just Kanye West thinking how much everybody loves him as Kanye West.
Yes, but the difference between Rook and Kanye West is people actually love Rook.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Kanye West is not so bad.
Oh no, I never said that. Let's not get into this, but I didn't say that.
Let's just not. I shouldn't have said it. Let's not. Let's not.
That's for the Discord, everybody. That's
Oh God. What am I
raging discussion. Is Kanye West that bad?
Anyway, moving on. Yeah,
You bring this onto yourself.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I will walk
you're
into
loving
the.
it, basically.
Yeah.
A lot of people are nodding to you. They're tilting these cups up to you, and you proceed towards the tusk. Your fur is looking. It has a sheen to it of natural sort of oils, but it's no longer claggy or stuck together. Yeah, you're feeling really confident.
Yeah, living my best life.
Been to the pet groomers.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
He's got a little bow in his fur.
Oh, I love that. Well,
A top hat. A top hat.
You got a plait at one point, didn't you? At some point
Yes.
down. Yeah, Rook had a plait. Did Nan do it? Nan did a plait.
I think Nan.
Yeah, I braided. It will be like one of what her braids were like, because now her hair is kind of, quite big because it's out of the braids. But
I mean,
What
you
would a
better know.
bugbear with dreadlocks look like?
You better know. As soon as Rook sees Nanjala, he's like, "That thing that you did with my hair, do it again, please."
Absolutely weakened trying to plait bugbear.
And Nyala would help. She would absolutely would help.
So yeah, you open the doors to the yak, and inside there is Nyala with an owl cat on the shoulder. Sin, are you moving back out into the front of the bar after putting Nan in a little cupboard?
Yeah. Can I tell right away that her owl cat?
Yeah.
Cow?
Owl cat.
Owl cat is a fae?
Ooh, you could make a little nature on that. If you can understand the next. Oh no, you might make an arcana, wouldn't you?
I can't. That's intelligence too, isn't it?
I
Why
know,
is it
it makes
always
you an
intelligence?
arcana. I'm not sure really because it's a spell rather than an actual physical thing. But
Oh,
you see
I
it as
One or
got
the
magic.
other.
I got detect magic on.
Hmm?
Oh, not on, but I'm not gonna cast detect magic. I'm not gonna wait to spell on this cat. I will cat. Where did you get that?
Oh, that? This is my familiar.
What is it exactly?
Well, as wizard, and I start doing all the speech that I did to Arden. And so by extension, I can see through his eyes when I want to.
So does she tell me it's a thing?
Yeah.
I take the cat and I start speaking to it in Sylvan.
No.
The cat doesn't.
Or
really-
not take it, but I go next to
Oh yeah, okay.
and I ask it, or I give a rough description from what I was able to get from Nanjala, her being all shaken up. Like, would he know what it is?
It just
Hmm.
it turns its big head. It's looking at Niala, and then it rotates its head in that way that an owl can do, and its eyes focus on you as you say that, and the beak opens, and um, in Sylvan comes back to you. Reflections.
Did he say it in my head?
You would hear it say it out loud, but you would also hear it think it.
I don't think. Do they? Can they talk? I don't think they can.
Well, it's in Sylvan, so
Yeah, I
No,
don't know.
it doesn't say they can speak.
Well, you're going to use the stat of an owl, won't you? So it doesn't understand language. It can understand language but can't speak. So maybe okay. So Niala, you hear in your head.
I thought it could communicate telepathically to the wizard,
Yeah.
Yeah,
not
okay.
to anybody
You
else.
hear in your head, Niala, as Sin says something in a tongue that seems to be smooth and elegant, and something that maybe feline about the way that the words form, almost like how a cat moves. In your head, you hear the word reflections, or the reflections, they are called.
Reflections. Are you sure about this?
You don't? Do you understand Sylvan, Niala?
Sorry.
Do you understand Sylvan?
no, not.
Um,
Do you speak
Mm.
Sylvan?
What are you doing?
I don't speak Sylvan. I
You
speak
don't?
Celestial, Common, and Draconic.
Okay,
But my
so
familiars speak any language that I know, as far as I'm aware. I'm looking at it, but
because it's Fae, I would say that it would understand Sylvan also. So it understands Sin. Sin, I did that. I muted you there. Something went really loud. You hear Sin say something, then it says in your head, reflections.
oh, I don't know what you said to them, but they say reflections.
Do they just tend to just be one or several?
There can be as many as there are.
There can be as many as there are.
Is Arden around for
Then
this
what
conversation,
happened?
or is this out the back?
This is in the bar area, so you all can
Alright,
hear this
so I'd
strange conversation, this sort of seemingly silent partner in the conversation being the
I'm
Alpha.
sorry. What are we talking about?
No. Sin, what happened?
By the looks of it, and another fucking pet.
It's not a pet.
Earlier today, Nanjala got attacked.
Is she okay?
From what I could tell, she was a little banged up, just really weak, tired when she arrived at the yak.
Wait,
I healed her up and I put her to bed.
wait. What reflection does to my owl cat?
Yeah, okay. It says it reflects like the glass or the puddle or the stream still pools and can step outside. But when it attacks, it saps you, drains you. Weaker, oh, weaker.
Why?
Why? It's of the Fae. It likes to play.
Thank you.
Anything you'd like to share with the class, Nyala?
Reflection are what they are in the name. They like to play, but when they attack you, they drain you. Little by
Right.
little. They-
That's in the name how?
It's a reflection of you. Anyone is
So you're telling me she fought herself, but it was a reflection of herself.
Yeah.
And this was just now.
there is a bridge somewhere in the city.
What do you mean a
This
bridge?
is not supposed to happen like this.
I'm not following. I don't. This. Are you talking about a bridge between planes?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Then you begin to hear from outside.
Would I recognize the sound at all?
You are quite familiar with this sound, this pattern of falling things from the sky. And when you were out in the wastes, you got caught in a storm.
Shards of snow.
Well, we're all inside, right?
Yes, you are.
Oh, okay, then we're fine.
You hear this noise gets more intense, and gradually you hear it, and then you realise that Treese hears it, and she shouts, "Get the shutters! Get the shutters!" Outside of the yak, there are wooden shutters that go over any glass. And as you crack the door, anybody who goes out, anybody going out?
Yeah, I'll go.
Oh well.
Cool. You three step outside and see that there is the shards of ice starting to scythe through the air. You see people running for cover. There's not a panic really. It's just like this is an occurrence that happens here. You need to close the shutters. It's a simple process. You pull the shutters shut. You pull the door shut on the yak, and you are safe inside. But you hear that silent and then the constant patter of these shards upon the roof. You are locked in to the yak for several days. This storm does not want to
Days?
pass.
God.
Well,
Okay, so
I would take
is
time
this
to know better my familiars then.
I'm just gonna do push-ups the
Ah,
entire time.
I braid Rook's
as well as getting my fur braided.
I'm going to
and
help
you
somehow.
also heal your strength back by the
Yeah,
way,
sure.
Nan.
In that case,
You-
I
Thank you.
will brew a vial of acid.
Yeah, you've got time to do that.
Have I? Oh, sorry.
No, go on.
Finish. Sorry. No,
So
you
yeah,
finish.
so I'll have the arcane fire.
Yeah.
I'll have a vial of acid.
Yeah.
And actually, I'll make 2 arcane fire and 1 vial of acid.
Yeah, you've got the components to do
So I've got
something.
3 days. That's 3 lots. Or is it
Yeah.
3 days starting now? In which case,
It was sort of around where were you? Gone out in the bath. It was an evening time that the storm came in, so like maybe sort of
would I have
tea-
time now to make 3 additional things, or is it just 2 additional things?
2 additional things to the
2
one that
additional things.
you currently have.
Okay.
Now you also get all your strength back. It's a short rest to cure this strange effect of strength draining
I would
upon
give
your body.
the health the herbs and everything that we purchased.
Yeah,
That's what I wanted to. That's what I wanted to maybe have some time to do. I'm very quiet. I don't like what happened.
Yeah.
And I cut up lots of herbs.
Now, with health potion brewing, it's slightly different to. It's a little bit better than the alchemy kit, because the alchemy kit is like you can only make 1 thing per long rest.
Yeah.
With the herbalism kit, I think it depends on what you roll, depends on what the DM deems how many potions you can make.
Yeah,
I'm just you had Sim's actually made some, but was making it out of scrap and things because you didn't have components. Back in the cage, that's when Sim brewed some, I think, wasn't it? Sim? He made a potion of healing back in the first case. Yeah, so you can start making those things. Yeah, Sim, what song?
So I'm assuming we're gonna have a time skip, right?
Yeah, we're gonna have a bit of a time jump. Yeah.
All right. So several things. I'm conjure animals,
Yes.
and I'm gonna cast animal messenger and send it to the blacksmith.
Yeah.
To make sure that he's all right, and to see if the necklace is almost finished.
Yeah. So tell me how that works. What happens? What animal are you sending animal messenger?
So it's not raining. It's
Sharding.
Sharding. Hailing. Would that be?
Hailing's the
It is
potion.
sharding. I think sharding is actually the best adjective for the situation. Like it is falling in big pieces.
All right. Well, I need to make this kind of like a little beefy animal, so to speak, so that it doesn't die on the way there.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. Will flying animals be able to make it? Judging by how it looks outside, like if I send a flying animal compared to an animal that's like land animal compared to a flying animal, which one has a better chance of making it?
You probably would think something that is not in the sky. You think something
All right.
scurry maybe between the buildings and underneath something maybe like a vole or a weasel or something like that.
I'm gonna send a ferret.
It might be smarter to get Nyala's familiar to do it, because Nyala's familiar doesn't die. It just returns to its realm, and then she can summon it back.
Well, I conjure familiar.
True.
I conjure animals, and they're a fate too.
Oh, so they
So-
don't die. They just
No, they
it's not
don't. They don't
animals,
technically
just
die. They just.
Okay, cool.
I'm not gonna just kill animals. That's messed up.
I was gonna say that's like reckless thing for a druid to do. Just you're dispensable. Off you go.
Oh, I should have rolled for that. To be honest. Oh well, too late now. Yeah, I'm gonna send like a ferret. Oh shit. And then send my message to like ask if it's like all done and ready.
Mhm.
Do they return after I send the message? Let me check real
I
quick.
don't know.
The animal goes out and then comes back and tells you, does it not? I think that's how it works.
I think so. Let me see.
I have to get a plush of an owl cat.
I'm pretty sure that's what it does, if I'm not mistaken. Animal messenger, you teach a tiny beast, you can see within range. I'll speak up some words for duration. Deliver your message to the creature you described, replicating the sound of your voice. The messenger speaks only to a creature matching the description you gave. If the messenger does reach, makes its way back. Yep, and it makes its way back. I'll say to like leave a note on him or it, like to see how everything is. And I'm also do it again and send it to the cleric at the temple to see how that's going along.
Okay, so one ferret runs that way towards the temple, and there is a message tied on. Is it a weasel? What is that? A ferret? You
Yeah,
say?
a ferret. Ferret?
Okay.
I don't remember. It was one of them too.
So the ferret comes back from the cleric with a little note saying, "I think I found where you need to go." Basically, I have uncovered more details of where you must travel to solve their curse. Come see me when the storm is clear.
And blacksmith?
When the ferret comes back from the blacksmith, there's nothing on its back.
Okay, then it's not done yet. All right. All right. That's. Well, I'm occasionally. Okay, I cannot speak today.
Occasionally.
Check up on Najala to make sure she's doing fine and all that.
Yeah, after the first sort of sleep, now you come round feeling a lot better, more secure. And I've just popped in the crafting rules from Xanthar's guide in downtime. So yeah, one day, 25 GPs worth of stuff burnt to make a standard potion of healing.
Oh, and last thing, because I know I'm gonna forget.
Yeah.
Is there like a cauldron around there?
Hugh asked Arden.
Can I ask Trees?
Tree says, "Dad, that bit cooking pot. What are you intending to do?"
Well, would it work either way? If it's a cauldron and cooking pot?
What are you intending to do? He says.
Making a potion?
You ain't doing that in my cooking pots.
Why?
I am not having some arcane poison or strange substance sink into the punt of food.
Oh, there is only mushrooms. That's it. As far as I'm aware.
Mushrooms?
Yes.
I've had some experiences with mushrooms in my time, young lady.
Oh!
You are definitely not putting them into my cooking pots.
Let me roll real quick.
I love that roll.
Man. I can't beat the other ones. It's always
You win.
She can see a visible difference between her expression from going annoyed to understanding before going back to annoyed. And says, okay, I understand. and goes to Arden and asks
Is
if she
this the
can.
multiple personality dipping back and forth? Is this why every time you choose to do something, you have
called
to
it.
roll to decide who's doing it?
Yeah, there's a 50-50 chance of it being
Sin or M?
or the other two.
What? How many are there?
As far as I know, 4, but
What the
As far as you're aware,
I thought there was only 2, but he's got 4 personalities living inside him.
well,
yeah, I was
going
talking
a bit on
about
the
it earlier.
subject,
when
I
we-
know they can be triggered by some kind of things. Very specifically, it can be created as a trauma.
Yeah.
If there is trauma in this adventure, and there will be, there gonna be more.
Like, but the thing is it magical? Is it actual different things, or is it just a
It's just personality.
trauma
Basically,
suffered
they will
mind, or
just
is it-
switch.
We haven't discussed how they manifest really
Yeah, well,
as yet.
characters?
Oh,
have
but,
identified it
like,
anyway, but
yeah, she goes to Arden and asks to borrow the cauldron.
I don't
And
have.
but is she doing this as a member? That's the thing. So she'd be
No, she
Okay.
before she went to Arden and went back to Sin.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And so yeah. Tell me how that goes.
I don't have a cauldron. I've got beakers.
What? Okay.
What were
You said I would
Well,
need
you
a
can use
thing.
my brazier.
Do I overhear this? Because I've got like cooking pots,
Brazier.
cooking utensils. They're new, but Sin for cooking utensil, like a sauce. Let me see what's in cooking utensils.
Yeah, we did that, I think.
Yeah, I think you get. Oh, it doesn't say, but I imagine that it would have utensils.
There's
This
some
reminds
sort
me very much of how my partner ruined a saucepan with resin. So make it rain. So you can have a pot,
of, yeah,
a metal pot.
You've got a pot to brew, and you think this will suffice for your cauldron.
All right. I'm gonna make 2 potions.
Okay.
And yeah, that's it throughout the time skip. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. So you're going to make 2 potions of plane shifting. Yeah.
plane shifting?
Or well, it's like a thought of dreaming, basically. So they would take you to the plane of dreams. That's what
So,
these
like,
potions affect.
Similar to astral projection?
Yeah.
kind
So
of.
you would make you leave your body. That's what the mushrooms lead you, and the book that you found led you to believe.
Oh,
You would leave your body and travel to other planes, and your shell form here would be
I guess
disconnected.
I have to make a new homebrew item. But
Can Arden attempt a dangerous retrieval journey back and forth from the alchemist's tower to collect Nan's quiver?
You've gone really quiet. Luke.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't
Mm,
changed
really?
anything. Let me maybe my audio settings.
Yeah. So you want to try and run out in this?
Yeah, like dodging and weaving in between.
Cool. Let's have a couple of acrobatics then, please.
I'm just thinking because if I go out on the second day, that's been enough time for the quiver to have been completed,
Yeah. That's right.
and I can use some key points where necessary to
Yeah.
use patient defense to or where necessary use step in the wind to try and get out of the way of things. But what would you require from me?
I would love some like acrobatics as you kind of whoop, 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 leap around the place, trying to dodge underneath the awnings that stick out behind crates, literally kind of dancing between these shards of ice that fall.
Well, the first one was a 10.
Okay. The shard comes at you, it clips you. 3 piercing.
Okay.
but you can obviously.
Right.
I think Nyala would
how
be
many
would
do you want me to
see
make?
I
and
want you
be
to
like,
You're gonna make 3 probably.
Okay.
yeah, Nyala would see him go outside before and ask him where he's going.
That one's 16. I'll
You're okay
just
with that
let me
one?
just do the rolls first, and then I'll get to
Yeah.
So 16 for that one.
Yep.
And then 22 for the last one.
Oh yeah, lovely. So the last 2 go through fine. You're at the building, the amethyst towers.
Okay. I just want to go in and try and collect the quiver.
They're pretty shuttered up, like everywhere else that you've seen.
Okay. So I go to the main entrance and I just bang on the door.
Okay.
Just bang as loudly as possible.
There is
Oh.
a small like spy hole opened. What is it?
Collecting an order. And I just hold up the card.
Right. There's a series of shufflings and stuff, and a larger hatch opens at the bottom. They seem to know that you wanted it, and wrapped up in a sort of Hessian sack, you feel a quiver.
Fantastic. Take the quiver.
Yep, and you're going to make those dex rolls to get back, please.
Okay.
And you would have a little familiar waiting you on the porch.
Oh. Okay, that was close. That one's a 9.
Okay. 2.
Do these count as missiles?
No, they're not.
Okay.
They're not fired.
Right.
You catch it and throw it back at the cloud.
Well, I don't have to throw it back. I can just catch them. That's the reaction's just to catch them, but it's a key point if I want to throw it back.
Stupid cloud.
Second one's an 18.
You pass.
Just throw it at the next one that's coming at me.
You could kill someone with that. Again.
Fuck you, Sky. And then the next one's a 26.
Yeah. Okay. So just those little bits. So you clip the ankle, little nick on the upper shoulder where you just misjudged one that was kind of quickly whipped by a piece of wind and changed the direction.
Strangely, because of this blessing that I had on the sword, since I last did that, I've still had temporary hit points.
Yeah.
So I'm down to 1 temporary hit point now. Still haven't hurt myself. Yes. But yeah, great. So I arrive back. I take the Hessian sack into the back. I filter the vial of acid into the one compartment, and I filter the arcanist fire into the alchemist fire into the second compartment. Yep.
Okay, so now you can fit. Did we decide it was 5 arrows in each, didn't we?
I thought it was 4, but I'm happy to
go
go
4 arrows in each compartment of this thing. They are dipped in whatever they are dipped in.
Yeah.
Acid and alchemist fire. The alchemist fire ones are going to have the alchemist fire effect when they hit.
Well, technically, as soon as she draws that arrow, alchemist fire ignites the moment it
in the air.
it hits oxygen. So basically, she has a flaming arrow. So basically, the way it works out with arcanist fire is that it's a D4 damage of fire on hit, and then I think there's a saving throw involved. And then it's no, there isn't. Let me just double check. I'll read it to you quickly.
Isn't it?
Is this how Arden approaches Nan and explains it in great?
Well, not yet. No, this is just so you can know the stuff outside of. So, alchemist's fire: the sticky adhesive fluid ignites when exposed to air. On hit, the target takes 1d4 fire damage at the start of each of its turns. A creature can end its damage by using its action to make a DC 10 dexterity check to extinguish flames. So basically, at the beginning of every single one of its turns, after you hit it, it takes 1d4 fire damage, and it can only be extinguished by either jumping in water or using its turn to put it out.
Cool. And then the acid is going to be...
The acid would be 2d6 acid damage.
Can you maybe, is that written down somewhere that you can send me? Sorry, I wasn't,
Yeah,
I was eating
so,
pasta,
I mean,
not taking notes.
If you want, just go into your equipment and add an alchemist's fire flask and an acid vial, and that'll give you all the information you need to know. But basically, instead of you throwing these things, it will just be there on your arrow.
Yeah, you can have them as a ranged attack. Okay. Are you giving...
So,
Strapping.
yeah, but after I've collected it and I've done all that kind of stuff to it,
yeah, you've prepped this multi-flask.
before I headed out, I would have told Nyala that yes, I'm going to collect the quiver, come back, it's all wrapped up, go into the back, do my thing, and then I bring it out.
Cool.
I would have posed
my
familiar outside to see when he comes back and just tell me telepathically when I can open the door and get inside.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
that happens.
Fantastic.
It's there. The door's like instantly opened, and the familiar ducks inside at the same time.
So you get it? Are we going to give her now?
Yep. I'll be quick moment. Let me just I've got some things I want to add to it, and then
that happens.
So go in the back, do that, and then come back out.
You can say thank you to Queenie.
Sorry, who?
Queenie.
Queenie. Oh. Thank you, Queenie. Right. Anyway. Nanjala, how are you feeling?
I don't as well, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I'm okay.
You're finishing your last few braids in Rook's
yeah,
fine, really beautifully kempt now head / back / neck hair. Is this sort of like almost like cornrows that run down parts of his shoulders and back.
Sick.
Ta-da!
You look tough.
I'm just there holding this hempen sack and just looking at Rook, and I just look at Rook and go,
Not
like
a fucking
kind of just
word.
looking at him like, are you cool with this?
Not a word, pardon.
I wasn't
I
gonna
look
say.
badass.
I don't know.
I look badass.
It's a really good way to take care of your hair. Like, it's very good for it if you've got long hair, for it to not get in the way of fighting. It's a very practical
Suppose it'll
style.
Stop getting matted in blood.
Well, it's also a good matter to see what's
Sorry,
behind the fur.
Rook's looking pimping.
Anyway, so I had this made for you, and he just hands the sack over to Nanjala.
Thank you.
Happy birthday!
What's it? What? Does it look like a quiver, or does it just look like a sack?
It's just in the hempen sack at the moment. So
It's
like,
a hessian wrap, and
didn't
there's
get it gift
something
wrapped.
heavy and solid inside it.
I don't know what. I don't
Be
know this
careful
ritual.
with it. Well, it's in a bag.
So I open it.
Yeah, it's in the bag.
Inside you find a beautifully made quiver of a slight sort of a dark tan leather that has stoppers and components and stuff. Assemblable.
Thank you.
So I thought, considering out of everybody here, you seem to be the most talented with a bow. I'm not exactly skilled in any means, but I know my way around some kind of chemicals. Maybe there's a way we could combine the two and make you a little bit more dangerous to some of the people that we'd come up against. So please be very, very careful with these. They are very, very dangerous. Please don't put your fingers in them. Don't put your hands in these two pouches on the side. No hands in there. Okay. So there's enough room for 4 hours in each side. Once those 4 hours are spent, let me know. I will refill them. So on the left-hand side here, basically I've created this component which will set your arrows on fire. And then on the right-hand side here, I've made a very kind of caustic liquid. It will melt through, hopefully through people's armor, or do some serious damage to them. It's quite acidic, so please be very, very careful.
I will. Thank you. What usually happens is this? What is this?
Just say thank you.
Okay, I've done that, but okay.
I mean,
I'll
if you want, you can give him a hug. We don't hear you, Luke.
It's not necessary, Nyala, but I just thought it would be useful.
I will practice, and I will be very careful. Thank you. Thank you.
Practice with those arrows.
Oh, okay.
The middle ones, because
I'll practice the action of dipping, but not dipping. I understand.
Once the arrows are in, they'll be pre-dipped.
The arrows sort of sit and steep in it. Once you put the 4 arrows in each section, you'd be practicing just the actual.
So you'll have your main section in the middle, and then on each side you've got 2 separate little compartments.
Yeah.
With the 4
So it'd be drawing from a slightly different.
Yeah. So it'd be
angle.
there or there.
You can practice maybe just that kind of that physicality of it. So the gifts are exchanged. Potions are brewed.
If you want to make a perception check, Luke, you can see. Sorry, DM, to ask a result. Okay. Or maybe an insight, or I don't know.
Am I looking for something, or am I trying to read something on
you
emotionally or visually?
It's not emotionally, it's a physical thing.
It's a physical thing, so it'll be perception.
Weird phrasing.
Okay, 18.
Oh yeah, you for sure see her tail is wagging. It's like moving around. It's usually not it stays hidden, but there's a involuntary.
Like when you say hidden, is it usually like tucked out of the way so nobody can see it at all, or?
Pretty much, yeah. It's usually wound around like a leg or a waist or somewhere.
So is this possibly the first time that Arden has seen said tail?
Probably, yeah.
Where something happened with it.
Well, I suppose in the baths we might have seen it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was kept close to the leg, like so that it wasn't a separate appendage, almost moved in sequence, maybe, so that it wasn't bold in its presence about now it is independent, doing its own thing. And so the storm subsides eventually. And Tree says, I think it's about time you sorted out this booze.
Oh, yeah, the booze.
Yes, certainly. Oh, by the way, don't forget to add all that rope to your inventory as well.
How much rope was it?
200 feet.
Jeez. So I need to keep an eye on my carrying capacity.
So she explains what's happened, is that she believes that a shipment of alcohol has been. Let me do it as trees. Sorry. So, if you're all ready and finished doing whatever you've been doing with my kitchen and out in the back, and whatever that is, and she gestures towards the owl cat, then
They have feelings.
the rooms are emptying out. We're not going to be as busy. You're welcome to use the rooms, but you're not getting a free ride. You've helped out in the kitchen. Thank you very much. But a room costs more than sort of just helping out here and there. You have to pay what the others pay. Now, we can subsidise that or completely ignore that if you can get the actual alcohol I was supposed to be selling in this bar into the bar.
Right, so
Sounds reasonable.
There was a shipment heading from Mordensow to here.
Right.
It was incepted, and I believe I know where it's. I
What's
believe
that?
I know who did it. A gentleman called Volker.
Volker.
Yes.
Right.
Where do you
Hey.
think he's taken it?
I believe he's taken it to the old inn. The old inn that idiot built out to the west of here, between here and the Remain Peaks. For some reason, they thought it was a good idea to build an inn there. A halfway house between the halfway house which Kakanzak is. So somewhere between the Remain Peaks and here. And guess what? It failed, and it's just fallen to rack and ruin. However, places like that are free to get into, and you can just climb inside, well, untowards, take up residence. Like this fella, this gang of idiots.
So this alcohol
Okay,
wouldn't be for
so-
resale, it's simply for them to just indulge on.
Sorry, can you speak up, Luke? It's really quiet again.
I'm surprised it's that quiet. Haven't changed any settings. Maybe it's Zoom doing what Zoom does.
That's much better.
So you presume that this alcohol wasn't stolen for resale, but simply for indulgence. Is that what you're saying?
I believe so. Maybe they're going to sell some. Maybe they're going to drink some.
Numbers wise, do you know how many men this Volker has? How many creatures, people?
Well, Vulcan normally hangs out with another 5 of his kind.
What do you mean his kind?
I mean, dwarves.
Oh, fuck's sake.
I mean, not your
Okay,
average
so-
dwarf. I mean, Duragar.
Oh, even better. So, just a quick hypothetical.
Yes.
Say we get there and there's no alcohol.
Yes.
What would you accept as a suitable substitute?
Whatever we find, I suppose.
Heads?
He has a rather distinctive beard.
Okay.
Bring back his beard.
Done.
I can put it above the bar.
But also, just again, completely hypothetically,
Yes.
this man has caused you extreme inconvenience. So, would you be opposed to us bringing the beer and his beard?
You bring the beard and the beard to me.
Done.
If
I'm
there is a
sorry.
head attached, well, or detached.
Sorry
I don't
about
really-
that. The internet just crashed, so I can't anymore use my computer. So now I'm using my the internet that I have on my phone, but I don't have much
Okay.
So I don't know
Yeah,
how
so-
long it would stand.
Teresa's just outlined that where the place is to travel to, out to the west of Kakanzax, that there are several Duergar who have stolen booze from her, and she would like the leader's beard as a trophy to hang above the bar.
I'm sure we can figure something out.
Great.
Yes, for sure. I mean,
Just check that.
everyone has a dagger, so we can do this.
Is this sanctioned? We're not gonna get in trouble for going and killing 5 dwarves.
Whoa, who said anything about killing dwarves? I don't know where you're getting that from. We're just
She said-
going in to return what is rightfully Teresa's.
She says, outside the walls, what goes on outside there, the guard have very little influence over. The wastes are lawless.
And if we recover
Little
this,
much. There's very little honor among thieves.
if we recover this alcohol, are we going to have any trouble bringing it inside the walls?
No, it's mine. It's on a shipment to me. They stole it. I just explained that.
Yes, but do you have paperwork that enables us to get through the gates with it, past said checks and whatnot?
I will have a word with one of the boys.
Right.
Rogue. I must say, magic cannot be non-lethal.
Who said anything about magic?
I can hit. Look at me. I'm a noodle.
Put it this way, and he pulls out his warhammer and his axe. Getting a beard and or a head will not be a problem.
Trees nods and
12
says,
12 of them puts them back.
Trees nods and says, your methods are not my concern, actually, how you achieve this. My concern is a matter of honor and a matter of discouraging any other fuckers attempting this again.
So
it's
you
about
want us to
sending
send a message as well?
Yes, that's why the beard.
Oh,
Done.
send by any means a message by the champion of Kankangza would be quite useful.
Fuck off.
We need to
Ah,
go
come
that
on.
direction anyway. We need to go to the peaks. We have something we need to collect there.
Hmm.
We
Yep,
need to
sure.
visit.
So, sorry, Arden, where are you going?
I'm saying we need to go to the peaks anyway.
Yeah, the priest.
And if this is on the way, maybe we go and have a chat with our little cleric friend first. Find out what he has learnt. Do this job either on the way there or on the way back. 2 birds, 1 stone, rather than doing 2 journeys.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Sin.
I was gonna ask like halfway into, or me, because I like to think this is a really long conversation so that everyone can understand.
It would have taken some time.
I would like to have said that like her saying, "Oh, just bring the beer," or her beer or his beard. Like at that point, Sin knew like, oh, okay, she understands. If she could just give Trees like, okay, I get it, and then
Yeah.
quickly head to the temple.
Yep.
So that she could be like the first one there, or
Okay.
the only one there, depending on what happens next.
Yeah, you head to them halfway through the conversation. You don't hear the stuff about the message and sending a message, but you hear about winning a prize, and you leave at that point. Okay. You have you got your kind of way to go? Sin, you're at the temple. What are you doing?
I go and find the cleric and ask him, what he knows about the peaks and
Yeah.
be cautious around him for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
And ask him what he knows and stuff.
This is out to the west. How does your voice go? Out to the west, there is strange things afoot. There are creatures and beings that are not altogether natural. There is rumor that there is a creature of undeath, an unholy thing that jealously guards the treasure that you seek. Up the Red Main Peaks, high up, climb them, past the mining village, up high beyond that. You'll find your way from there. You'll soon see the corruption that lies.
Verminion, the town Verminion is there too, right? That's the mining town. Okay, all right. Just to make sure, because I don't want to mix it up with something else. All right.
So basically, out to the west, there is in between the Red Main Peaks and here, just for everybody out of thing, there is a disused inn. Then there is what Sin knows about the mining village, which some of you have had hints about throughout this thing, a platinum mine. And then Sin is now just learning about this.
That the
higher up the
same
peak.
mine that's dried up that the Sletnies had.
Yes.
Yeah.
They say it's not functioning anymore when you've heard about it. Not that it's dried up.
And he said to climb the peaks to find what we need, right?
Correct. Yeah.
All right.
Further into the peaks.
Will he ask him if he has like any maps that can help us, or?
Yeah, you've got a map of Crowhouse. I think, like one of you has. I can't remember who's got it.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Do we?
Yeah.
Do we?
You got it from down. I think there was actually 2 maps you might have.
I thought they were localized maps. I didn't think we had a map of the entire continent.
There was like a map that was a tapestry in the monastery that we couldn't
Yeah,
take.
it was huge, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly.
But you did get a map of Crowhouse at some point, I'm sure.
Maybe
You
it was
got off
Jilly.
of one of the- No, I think you got one off the Dead Bandits. You got a feeling.
Didn't I try to memorize it?
You memorized some positioning type stuff for finding the location of Arden's temple.
There might be a third quest here to get then, guys, out of character real quick. I know we keep delaying this alcohol quest, but if they
It's not
said
upset
that
trees.
from what, well, no, because we'll do it all in one go. The idea is that the inn's on the way. We've got to collect this artifact from up on the peaks, but the mines are in the peaks, right?
The mines
The
are at the lower peak. Yeah,
the
like
mines are
the
lower
kind of
peak,
the
well-
shallow hills of the thing.
If the mine isn't working anymore for reasons other than it being dried out, let's say there was an infestation of something that needed clearing out or something along those lines, then it might be worth having a chat with the Sletnies and then suddenly they're back in money-making machine again, and it would also get us in good graces with one of the most powerful families in the town. If there's any way we can get that mine to a point where they could get it operational again. Just a thought, going out there, 3 places that we've heard about that we need to do something at.
I might need to go to the libraries and to do some research before going
Don't
to
think
know a
there's-
bit on what is
I don't
might
think it's
be
the
out there.
library. I think it's we go to the Sletneys, drop off the ring, ask them about the mine, and maybe we get a job proposition for fixing whatever the problem is, if it's fixable.
Yeah, but knowledge.
So,
You know-
You told me it was a undead creature, right? Or what you say?
yeah, something unliving.
Unliving. Okay.
So,
But he doesn't know what. Just that's there.
or do you just want to focus on, let's just go do the alcohol, come back, one thing at a time? Or do we want to try and do it all in one trip?
Well, you
I
go.
want to say one thing at a time because the alcohol can get destroyed. Or
Alcohol
it
can
could
already
be,
be gone considering how long it's taken us to even get to doing the job.
yeah.
As long as I get to kill some dwarves, I don't care.
Or kill some dwarves.
Yeah, don't worry about
Really?
that. We got you.
Cool. So, Sin, you're at the temple. You find this information. It tells you where to go. Basically, he pulls out a small map that shows where the Kanzax is and shows some of the points along the way. Doesn't show the ruined inn, but shows the towns that you've heard of, Vermilion, and the smaller one beforehand. That is very, very lower foothills than Vermilion, and then at the top is the marked area where, upon the map, he marks a
Wonder
skull
class?
with a skull with an elongated face. What would you like to do, Sim?
I'm just going to pop to a shop and buy some climbing gear for everyone.
Yeah,
You have the card? I thought I had it.
Yeah, you haven't had this information fed to you yet, Arden, about mountains and
Oh, the
things.
peaks, yeah.
The
Well, we
peaks.
know, but we know that we're going to the peaks. We just don't know information about the peaks.
Yeah, you were going maybe to. You're heading west, but you don't know that you're climbing. At the moment, you've only been told about the missive of the what are you? Where would you
Because
have
the
got
cleric did
information?
tell us that it would be out in the mountains, but he just that
Oh
was
yeah,
it.
yeah, he did. Yeah, you did. So, yeah,
So,
that's correct. Yeah,
Arden already knows we're going to mountains. Just doesn't know
so,
how
yeah,
far
you'll
up we're going.
spend some gold pieces. We'll do that in the downtime to
Okay,
minus
cool.
those. You go to Sim. What will you do? You're at the temple. Where you go?
Actually, if you're going to the temple, I might go with you.
No, Sin's
I'm
already
already
done.
there.
Sin's already done. Gone. Been checked out.
I want to visit the blacksmith real quick just to check how he is to make sure he isn't dead.
Sure. You
Kill them.
arrive at the blacksmithing area. You turn to the area where you've been before, and the what was previously open as a sort of shed, doors are pulled across.
That's concerning. I'm not gonna. I knock.
There's no answer.
No, I open the door. Or is it locked or can I just open it?
Yeah. It slides open to the side and reveals the smithy as you've seen it before. You don't see anyone in the space at all. You do get a smell of. Smells like cooking meat.
Okay, and he might be alive. I think I killed all the blacksmiths. All right. I start asking like how would I start saying that I'm who I am as I start to like look around to see. I start looking around basically.
As you look around, you see that the item that you saw him hammering lies upon the anvil still. The hammer to the side. And you move around and you still feel a remnant of heat coming from the furnace. And the smell of cooked meat is stronger here.
I continue.
Towards the furnace. And there is a gate closed over the front of the furnace to keep the heat in, or to protect people outside.
I start asking if anyone's in here.
There's no reply.
Yeah. And there's like a gate you said that's
There's like the body of the furnace, and then there's a small metal door that you would open to go and put the metal inside to raw iron to like heat it and then pull it out.
the smelter. Okay.
Yeah.
Do I see anything inside it?
You open it up and stuffed awkwardly inside is the charred, cooked remains of the small creature that had been pumping the bellows when you come to this space.
Oh, so someone. Whoa! They basically cooked this guy alive, or they killed him and put him in. I start looking around for the blacksmith. Like, is it just one room, or is it like a back room?
It's like one large room, like a yard with the tools hung on the wall, workbenches and things like that. And as much as you look within this space, there is no sign of him.
Check the corpse. Trying to identify the corpse.
Sin pretty much knows what the corpse is. It's the bellows weapon.
Yeah, the guy that was like pumping the thing so that it would heat up again.
Yeah, he was pumping the bellows that heats the smelting.
You killed him by giving him this crystal. You're
Yeah.
aware of that.
Too bad Sin doesn't care about him.
You're not there, Niala.
Yeah.
Either way, these
And
consequences.
true. If she had morals, she'll feel bad. All right. I guess I'm leave a note saying how I passed by, but I didn't find anyone.
Yeah.
And then I go back to the yak.
After some talk and chatting, there is
The guard to come to think you are responsible for this.
there is everyone at the yak, and you are prepared to go. Arden has brought a load of climbing gear. You are ready to leave Kakanzak for the first time in a while.
Do you mind if I go with Arden and get some food that will keep that I can cook on the road? As long as Sin has washed my pan. Sin, did you wash my pan? That's
Yeah, she's not an animal, okay?
new. Not yet. She's not transformed yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, did you not buy? I thought we did that with the stuff that you bought in downtime. Didn't you buy a load of stuff?
I bought the cook's utensils and some extra ketu rations, but
Okay,
not.
So yeah, another sort of couple of dollars then to get some rations for the party then, please.
So
Okay.
climbers kits are not cheap, guys. So they're 25 gold each. So
Oh,
it's
and I
only-
have your card. I dare return it.
Well, it depends where I went and purchased them from.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, you
So-
know that I have your card.
The alchemist tower might not have them. I
You
might
think-
have had to go
You
shopping.
think your
around.
frogman might have something like that?
The frogman.
Your frog friend.
Yeah.
friend.
Could I try and persuade them to bring the price down?
Let's have yeah, go on then. With a persuasion.
15.
Yeah, he knocks 5 off each kit because he rolled terribly. I'm rolling really bad tonight. Yeah, 5, so you get them to 20.
So that's 100 gold in total. So that's 20 gold each. But I will just pay for that for now.
You have climbing gear. You have
So everybody add a climber's kit to your inventory.
I
Okay.
can't
Do you
right
need
now.
yeah. Just make a note of it so you need to add on later, all right? Okay, so you are ready to leave. Are you-
No, just in fact, can I run to the library
You can.
and just ask the person at the counter that
Yeah.
if Letiana tries to seek me, I would be on a mission outside Fortress.
The little,
And then just
the very small gnome says, of course.
Okay.
Best
Oh,
of luck. I
look,
wish you well.
my familiar.
She pulls a strange face up, and then carries on sorting the cards. She's not keen. You are at the gates of Kakanzax, everybody, about to step into those snowy wastes that you managed to escape from last time. You circle around past the guards, out through the little sort of airlock piece, and then you are presented with the white wastes of Kakanzax. And you must circle round to the rear of from where the gate is. The gate faces to the east, so to go round the back. So you trace the wall round
I'm
by the
so
north
sorry,
side.
DM. Would it be too late to say could we have visited the Sletneys or not, or is it too late now?
Oh no, sorry, please, yeah. If you want to do that first, yeah. So okay, let's do that bit. So, who's going to the Sletneys?
I'm definitely going.
Okay, so 3 going to the Sletneys.
Arden's going to get the ring off of Nanjala first if she still has it.
I think Nyala had it. Nyala had it. I gave it to her.
Name, but no.
Sorry.
No, Nan, didn't you have it because you were going to show it to Jess?
I gave it to you for Jess, right?
I think in downtime in Discord, Nyala asked for it, or at some point Nyala asked for it, I think, and I gave it to her, or
Right.
I dreamt it. But anyway, here,
Yeah,
somebody has it.
the ring is produced from whoever has it, and it is handed to Arden.
Okay.
Sin and Niala and Arden, you make your way to a rather grand establishment.
Mhm.
Tall stone. Rook, are you going with this mission, or are you?
Yeah, why not?
Rook, as you are, as you ask for advice from Treats and you follow the instructions, you find yourself in front of the building that you were at the back of, where you were firing arrows into mush, where you found a cigarette. Oh, you found smoke. And you are greeted at the door as you rap upon the door by a thin figure, well dressed, tails on a coat and a small cap, and they ask you inside and say they'll be with you in a moment. Down the stairs walks an elegant woman who sways as she proceeds down a staircase that curves round and down into a lobby where you are being asked to wait. She has a very long, thin black, what looks to be a wand in her hand, and then she tokes upon this, and you realise that it's an elongated device for smoking some sort of tobacco or something like that, and plumes of smoke kind of drift out from it, and it's a rich, expensive smell that wraps around you and fills the space.
I'm gonna discreetly kind of cover my nose.
Yeah, I was just going to scratch a nose, and does she recognize the smell?
Does she recognise the smell? No, you don't recognise the smell.
My lady, thank you for seeing us today.
I'm in mourning. Can you not see I'm distraught?
Can I see that she's distraught?
Make an insight check.
I call bullshit.
Oh, my first roll of the night. Let's go. First roll of the
Passive
night.
insight is 18, just so you know.
Can someone roll for me, because with my internet down, I can't.
What's your wisdom modifier?
My insight is +6.
Oh, you get a 20. I got that.
Okay.
So, yeah, Sin, you call bullshit. Niala, you call bullshit.
15.
Maruk, you call bullshit.
My passive is 17.
You call bullshit.
And Nyala rolled 17.
Yes, we can see that you are in mourning. That is why we have bothered to disturb you on such an awful, awful day. I'm so very sorry.
Look,
Sin just laughs like a
Are
bit.
you deliberately being deceptive?
Facetious.
Okay.
I'm deliberately being a dick.
Oh, okay. So she's gonna try and she realizes that you are doing that, and as she walks towards you, she breathes out through very pursed lips smoke into your and over you,
This is
and
a
looks
human
away
family,
from you.
correct?
Sorry?
This is a human family, correct?
Yeah, this person looks human to you,
Okay.
from what you can see.
Derek is tall.
So
Yeah.
Rook's just gonna fucking wrap his hand around his fucking warhammer. If he does anything like that again, she's fucking dead.
Oh dear.
There's
Rook,
a parishioner.
Rook woke up on the wrong side of bed.
You can see that the sort of hackles on Rook rise, everybody that's in the party that recognises that just before Captain Smashing gets out, and
I'm naming my warhammer that.
Captain
Rook,
Smashing.
Captain
no,
Smashy.
bad Rook.
You
My
can't do this in character, so you've got to be in character now because it's happening.
what my friend means to say is, we understand you must be going through a interesting time right now in regards to your loss, which I am sorry to have heard of.
Oh yes, it's tragic. She flicks ash onto this plush red carpet.
Yes, I heard he was well known.
Dick. Sorry, awful cough.
There's a
Anyway,
closed mouth smirk, not looking at you, Rook.
Anyway, we may have found something that belongs to you, milady.
we were assigned to a job below in the sewers, as you might have noticed, From the smell, it is not as bad as it once was.
No.
Yeah, I can tell.
We were sent to try and solve the problem down below. Whilst
Fascinating.
we were down there, we recovered something which we belong, as my friend said, to your family. And I present the ring.
A gloved hand reaches out to you. They turn it over. I wonder where this one went. Yes, this is a Sletley ring. And you want a reward, I presume, now?
No.
That's not really why we came.
Okay.
This was more of a way to get through the door, I suppose.
She now changes her shape and kind of puts shoulders back and is mildly interested in you, Arden, for 5 minutes now. Like you,
Way you choose of word, Arden. Way you choose of words.
Your family used to be something of a powerhouse in this city, considering it being
used
the
to,
founding families.
indeed.
Let's not butter words. I'm not very good with them. We
Maybe
all know the
And I
let
should
Sletleys.
someone else do it.
The
She says,
Sletleys are no longer as liquid as they once were. Rumor has it this is partially due to your family's mine no longer being in working order. We are traveling out west and wondered whether you might have use of us traveling out that way and maybe being able to change that.
you could always go out that way. It's true. The mines haven't operated in some time. They all left.
What happened, if you don't mind us asking?
Just rumours. Just people. Lazy people. Scared people.
Oh,
According
really?
to Les and his father.
When she finished saying that, I go to Arden's ear and say, "Dark crystals in the mine." Wait, before I say that, to confirm, there are crystals in the mine, right? From what?
We don't know that, do we?
You don't.
No, not even in the journal? It didn't say that in the journal?
It hinted at something that might be there. It didn't say exactly. Just
Oh, wait, I didn't tell any of them about the undead.
No,
I'm going to tell them about the undead, not the...
we don't know anything. You haven't told us anything.
Now, I'm a whisper to him right now. There are undead in the cave. That's one of the two possibilities. Because I'm assuming there's crystals in there. That's one of the two possibilities and to why it stopped working. And I step back.
Maybe these rumors wouldn't
Yeah,
be of
hold on, Miala. Let Arden finish.
sorry.
these rumors wouldn't be of undead, would they?
No.
What are these
Not
rumors
rumours
of?
undead. Rumours of voices, whisperings. Nonsense. Apparently. I wouldn't know. I've not been there.
Have you not sent anybody to try and find out what the problem is?
We don't need it. So Les said.
Insight.
Same.
In here.
Go ahead.
What you got?
16.
22.
So you get
How
that
much do I
she-
got?
13.
Do a roll for you now. That +6, yeah.
+6.
Only an 8. I'm sorry. That was my terrible roll. I've been bad all day. You each of you get that she's not being 100%. You get the feeling that she just was controlled by less, maybe, like under the. Like he was like, she kind of just went along after being very tired with him after what he would say. That makes sense. Like
Well-
she's only heard what he's told her.
Well, with all due respect, Bless is not here anymore.
No, it's not.
That mean you are the senior decision maker on what is best for the family?
She kind of nods and yes, that falls to me now.
Then maybe we can help you discern the facts of the situation, and then you can decide what is best for your family's future.
Very well. If you are heading that way anyway and can report back to me and tell me what you find.
Well-
No, go on.
On Yala.
You sure?
Yeah,
Okay.
go.
Well, as a new champion of Kansas, I feel it's a shame that this city would crumble because of some monster down in your minds that you need in order for this city to stay and for your family to, well, let's say to stay on top of this city of your other families that maybe overpower you over time because of this inconvenient affair that you have. So I propose my help and the help of my friend. But we might need some information on this mine and other thing around it.
She says, I was not, as I've said, I was not privy to the place itself. I've never been. But you could go. There is most of the people when they left, they went to sorry, I'm just trying to get the name of the village. Just a second. Sorry, that was me poorly prepared. Oh dear, I don't know. Yeah, that's it. So it's the town of when they left, apparently they left Vermilion where the mine was. Most of them moved and went to Marion, which sits at the foothills, the low foothills of the Renmain.
If
I
we do
see.
this, as I said, a foot through the door. We have our own interests in going out that way, but if we were to resolve this problem and report back,
Yes.
what could you do for us?
Do you know what the mines did? Do you know what we dug at the mine?
I can imagine gold, platinum, silver.
Platinum. Platinum is what we dug at the mine. If you could enable us to reopen the mine, there could be a scene in there that could last a long time.
One last
Maybe you could have a share of it.
thing. That's a lot. One last thing. Would there be any other families or groups that might get in our way, that might want to take the mine for themselves?
There is such rumour and fear around the mine currently that no one will go there. No one will go to Familiar.
Well, guess we're crazy enough to do so.
I
Thank
mean,
you for your time, my lady.
we went in a cave for a week, so a mine wouldn't be a problem.
Okay, she says, very well, report back to me when you've done whatever it is you do. And she recedes up the stairs. Nan, can you make, oh, you're not there, so no, no, don't worry.
I was gonna ask quickly before she started walking up if she wouldn't have to have a gilded flower worth 300 gold pieces.
Are you asking for a down payment?
Yeah.
Just turns around, raises an eyebrow, and just walks on up the stairs without even honouring that with a reply.
As soon as she's kind of out of earshot, I'm just going to turn
Yeah.
to like Arden's like, what a cunt.
Oh, come on, she's sexy.
Doesn't excuse her being a cunt.
Nah,
But a
I'm
cunt
being a
that
cunt all the
pays.
time with you and you say nothing.
Hmm?
Miss
I
I'm
said
so
I'm-
sorry.
I say I'm being a bitch with you and you say nothing.
Hmm. I can punch you. I can't exactly just go and punch her. Because we might
Why
need her in
would
the
you?
future.
You have your mission set. You are ready to leave. You're on the gates. I think finally, if everybody has done everything they wish to do within Kakanzax. Yes?
When like real quick, when she didn't say anything back,
Yeah.
you hear not hear, but you see her like twitch a little bit,
Yeah.
and then you hear like a small crack in her staff, and then that's it.
Okay. In Sim's back or bag?
Crack in her staff.
Oh, okay. Oh, in the staff. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
What is that? Sin.
Do they see your hand tightening around the staff?
I'm holding it in front of me. I don't know, like if I know they can hear it if they want.
Yeah. Do they see any visible effect on the staff?
No, besides the small twitch, other than that.
So you are guided out of this Letney's manor or townhouse. Yes, Adam.
I was going to ask Sin what was a crack.
As we leave, can I rip down the stairs?
There is
What?
a small set of stairs. Okay, so this is a Dex then.
You motherfucker.
Just a straight dex.
Oh no, he has his cocky smile.
17.
22.
Never mind.
You go to sweep the legs of Maruk, and your ankle collides with the bugbear leg.
I just want to like try and tap him on the back of the leg, and it just does nothing.
Yeah. You kind of go to sweep or tap, and your foot just collides with a hunk of bugbear muscle. Rook, you peer over your shoulder and
I will stop, look over my shoulder, and then grab Arden by the head and just throw him down.
Rook, that's rude.
In fact, no. I'm going to grab him and be like, if I'm going down, you're coming down with, and just jump down the stairs.
Okay, there's a small set of stairs. They're not massive. Dexterity saving throw that you kind of
Oh, saving throw. Oh god.
you both sort of
What?
jump and tumble.
What do I need to roll?
Falling
Just dex.
downstairs.
Dex saving. Dex
Okay.
saving.
22.
Yeah, you land.
22? Oh, 6.
6.
Got what I wanted in the end anyway.
Rook, you stumble and fall face first into a pile of snow, grazing your chin on the gravel that lies beneath you. Take 6 damage as you fell heavy.
Eric, you deserved it.
I just
Rook,
Good.
And just go next to him and be like, pat on the head.
On me?
yeah.
In the snow. Face in the snow.
Now Niala is covered in snow.
I just do that, you know, when you just do the one step on them and one step over him, and just carry on.
Oh, you
Gone past
motherfucker.
him as he's
You
landed in
motherfucker.
the snow.
Can I try and trip him?
And
It's
you
gonna be
proceed.
never ending at this point. It's just like,
His face in the
The
snow.
most slapstick moment ever. No, I'm going to call an end to this slapstick. We're going to go on to the gates. You are standing on the gates of the Kansax. You walk through the little airlock. You step into the doors are opened by the guards on the far side. They look down on you as you step out. There is fresh snow out, and the light glints off of it. You proceed round the walls and round the north side, where you were once consumed inside the bodies of giant gargants, where Sin had lots of snacks sitting on the wall watching this gargant battle happen. And you are now heading out into the wastes to the west. Okay, and that's where we're going to end tonight's adventure.
Yay.
Ooh.
back out into the cold.
Excuse me, Pete.
Yeah.
Terrifying beginning to the session. Poor Luke.